something I thought I'd never do, sit down and watch Wimbledon tennis.
Djokovic at the moment, really not terribly engaged in the contest, or at least just struggling to find the inspiration to get through this awkward opponent. Slice, passing shots, doing over the net again. He set the point up well.
For now, they obviously know they have the radar information that this hopefully will move over Wimbledon very soon, and play will be able to resume as an outdoor tournament, because that's what the referee and the club want it to be. But it gives us a chance to catch up with some of the big headlines of the day, and the big
I can't believe how addicted I've been to Wimbledon. I've been so glued to it since it began.
Who's the favourite in that match?
I think I have to Nick Beaton. Looks to be on sort of grass. I think you'd have to go on Nick's favourite, to be honest.
Tim, take that bet.
Best of 5, Kyrgios.
That's a backhand pass, of course it did. As the match goes along, because it's hard to favour Kyrgios, Tsitsipas.
Oh, absolutely. I think he really got better in his second round match yesterday. Gave him a lot of confidence as well. A lot's going to come down to his serving, how many cheap points he can get out there as well. Stefanos hasn't been able to find his best tennis yet on this particular surface.
It's a weight heavy serve.
My Sunday afternoon sorted just put me in front of Wimbledon and Formula One, and I'll be quiet, lol.
What that does show, though, is the halo in action, doesn't it? I mean, without that, very worrying.
I just want to say that there's catch-anything, but there is also catch-anything behind that as well. But yes, the problem is there's marshals there as well. So,
Also because he's obviously gone up against catch fencing, but it's been the floor of the car, which is a positive. And when he's come back down, it's obviously clipped.
Come on, Novak Djokovic.
Not now.
Come on, Novak Djokovic.
Am I going to have to make it?
Win.
let's do that for.
Because my mum is coming in precisely 4 hours, 13 minutes and 10 seconds. Now, are you going to help me or not?
Couple shares in the 130s.
Let's do it.
The difference for me is I was serving bowling anyway, no matter who it was, basically. Now these guys have to decide, when and if they're going to.
Played 5-set matches this year. Most famously, the match against
He's not changing his racket now.
Oh, he's not changing it?
New balls, but he's going to serve.
But he's the 5-set record. He beat Medvedev in the final of the Australian Open in 2 sets down. Famous. That was at the Australian Open. Alias. So undefeated in 5 sets this year.
Come on, Cameron Norrie, make Britain proud, bring Wimbledon home.
Best level.
I'll see you around sometime.
Listen, lasting impression then, I see. Get out of there, come on. Give Debbie some air to put one on.
It's quite a bit warmer, obviously. Hottest day of the tournament. Ball's flying more.
Too much to drink, you might make yourself sick. You don't want to be ill for your party next week.
This court has 12 hours more play on it. 2019, middle Sunday being used for championship matches as a matter of schedule.
Solid gold watch.
How will it change for the first week? It's only fun. Faster, harder, much harder, more worn out around the baseline. Looks great.
2015. And Novak Djokovic will be using that serve all day long.
Good night.
Was content against Goffin to stand way back. Don't take a lot of that same luxury today.
Shall I buy you a nice gold watch, shall I, dear? And sweet dreams? I was just being friendly, that's all. You're trying to put her. I am not. You think I am some kind of sicko or something? Well, you're trying to interfere between me and Debbie and I am not trying to interfere, Rodney. Now listen, Rodney, look, I don't
2-1. But 5 Grand Slam champions, the men's draw, Marin Cilic, Stan Wawrinka, Andy Murray, Rafa Nadal, and the man in your shot. The last time he lost a completed match at Wimbledon was in 2016, Sam Querrey, and it should be taken into consideration that he had just completed a Grand Slam, 4 in a row of Grand Slam championships, and he was exhausted. So that's what Norrie is up against today. Has he got any chance, John?
You know, you always have a chance. You got to go out there and perform.
Me watching the 2022 Wimbledon ladies final.
Well, you probably had it already in the locker room.
Oh, of course. I love this. This walk now. I mean, I'm whispering. They don't know how they're going to react. That's what makes it so exciting.
And I think both of them were just like say, I just want to get on, I just want to move, I want to hit a couple of balls, I just don't want to go through this. Because they often make them win as well in the atrium, don't they?
Yeah, it's a very difficult moment because this is the moment that you've been waiting for and you've been preparing for 20 years. For this moment to play a finals of a major, and particularly at Wimbledon. But
so then it's not that difficult a moment, according to the sports psychologist. They
But,
would
you know-
say this is the greatest moment of your life.
remember Pliskova lost the first, 14 points in a row last year? It was very quick. She somehow got herself back together. But this moment can overwhelm you, and your feet feel really heavy, your legs feel really heavy.
Yeah, no kidding.
And I don't know how they decide who walks out first, because obviously they're both going to get a huge cheer, but they just want to get out there. They just want to do this. It's such an amazing story, isn't it? And it's great for women's tennis. Although there's been 8 different women in the finals of the last 4 slams.
Yeah, it's been so unpredictable coming in. We thought maybe Swiatek would be in the final. She had won 37 consecutive matches. She lost early. Kontaveit, the number 2 seed, lost early. But Ons Jabeur, she's won the 2nd most matches this year. She has been really consistent, really solid with her game. And for Rybakina, she was really a top 5 player at the beginning of 2020 when COVID hit. And she was probably the player that was affected by it most.
Okay, well, here they come. Everybody in their seats, a packed centre court. What a welcome for these two, and all these Tunisian flags around there. She's just such a great role model, isn't
I
she?
can only imagine how it will change for so many Arab women if she's, I mean, it's already going to change, but if she wins this and the attention she's going to get will be outstanding. I mean, this is like a match made in heaven in a way. It's like tomorrow, you know, I mean, you couldn't have planned this any better in a weird way. And Jabeur to me is a little old school. I mean, she's throwing a lot of different things at you. She's using the grass to her advantage, where a lot of players don't seem like they really know what they're doing. And then you got Rybakina, who's like the big hitter, big server, serves more aces than anyone. How is she going to be able to stand up to it? You know, the matchup, the contrast is very interesting.
Yeah, because also against Tomljanovic, she lost the first set 6-2. So whether she will have that little wobble, we'll find out. Just to say that for the coin toss today, that
Watching the 2022 Wimbledon men's singles final, good luck Djokovic and Kyrgios. Come on, Nick Kyrgios.
Yes.
I'll take the crowd.
go on.
He's got it.
Well done, Dylan. That is good. How do you think, Pat, if Nick starts to get angry, starts to kick off, how will Djokovic deal with it?
Well, you know, I'm talking about this. I think Novak's got to be playing, and it's interesting how they were, I would say, enemies, but not in a nice way. It's one thing being an enemy on the court and competitive and whatever, most of us are, but they really disliked each other. But they've become, I wouldn't say maybe not friends, but they've healed that. And the other two matches that Novak played against Nick was in his head. Novak said they said that his team said couldn't get him out of my head. I was just always focusing on him.
Congratulations to Novak Djokovic on winning 2022 Wimbledon men's single title, and commiserations to Nick Kyrgios.
Nick had the ability. He looked fresh and he still was going strong. But if this had gone to a fifth set, even though Nick has a great 5-set record, especially here, I think he's 6-0 lifetime.
He is, yeah.
But the thing is that I still, if I were Novak, I'd want to make that a physical match, a grinding match where there's a lot of long rallies. And Nick seemed to oblige him at times, which I thought was a little bit surprising. But he was hanging with him. The guy was moving incredible. I mean, if this guy commits, I know this is a big if, but even when Novak was saying, you're going to be back, I don't know about that. And you're like, we're almost like begging him, please, just do this for a couple of years and win one of these.
Don't you think that'll inspire him to come back? I mean, he played a great match.
You would think so. You would think so. I hope so. I really hope so, because the level that he was playing at, the talent that he's got.
And the crowd reaction to him as well.
He's an incredible shot maker. He can hit everything, and he sort of picks a lot. I think most of the time he picks the right time to do it. I mean, was there that many dumb plays? I don't think so.
No, he bombed a couple of second serves, but he
does. Yeah, he always does that. The first point of the tiebreaker, and the fourth, he hits he doubles. Well, sometimes if you're hitting 125 mile per hour second serves, you may throw in a double. I wouldn't know, because I can't hit a first serve.
Well, we've been talking about the Djokovic brilliance. Let's have a look at some of those points throughout the match, because he just, after that first set, knew he had to dig deep. He seemed to be getting a bit more aggressive in the second set.
Yeah, I mean, again, that's another example of his, such big serving from Kyrgios. Serving 134 miles an hour, and Djokovic is able just to soak it up, and this is where he's looking to stay in the rallies, be aggressive, make Kyrgios do the running. I mean, the backhand down the line, it's relentless. It's just
when you think of the Grand Slams, the last 17, yeah, it's unbelievable. The Grand Slams, 15 of the last 17 have been won by Djokovic and Nadal. I mean, they are setting new standards, and exactly like this. This is what people are going to have to play if they're going to get to win slams.
God, I hope not, for their sake. But that's about as big as I've ever seen anyone serve. And I'm throwing Sampras in there. Now, he was, tougher mentally, obviously, way tougher than Nick's been. But the fact that Novak could get even his racket on these serves. I mean, we're not talking about pity-patter serves here, and right in the this is like huge serving.
And also when he sort of is on the lunge and he gets his racket on it and the ball goes back to within like a foot of the baseline, you're like, is that lucky? And then he does it time and time again, and you're like...
By Sue Barker, thanks for fantastic Wimbledon coverage for the BBC down the years, and enjoy your retirement.
Sue, you're the best. Thank you so much. All I remember is when she's at the camera and she could... and then all of a sudden...
She's going to burn her earpiece out so that she can actually watch tennis.
You don't need that earpiece anymore.
And Pat, you look at something like that in that film, you see how much has changed and how much Sue has been a part of that, and her interaction with the crowd, with the audience is absolutely crucial.
Well, sure, it said it so well, but you make us feel comfortable. You make us feel comfortable. And I'm sure you have been flustered, but you're Novak Djokovic out there. You don't look flustered. And it's a great quality too, and you sit down and have a chat about tennis and you make us feel comfortable, you make us feel loved.
Oh, thank you.
You really do.
I've loved it. Well, you're a fellow player, and I think that's what